Look, thanks, Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Urban Infrastructure and Cities, representing the Minister for Communications. Will the minister update the House as to how the government is working to ensure that the NBN is affordable to consumers and businesses? And is the minister aware of any alternative approaches?
The Minister for Urban Infrastructure has the call.
Well, I do thank the member for Bowman for his question, because he has a strong interest in the national broadband network. He has a strong interest in seeing it delivered, and he has a strong interest in seeing it delivered affordably. And that is something that the Labor Party demonstrably has no track record in achieving. In fact, their plan would have seen the total cost of the NBN be some $30 billion, more than it is going to be under the Coalition's plan. And of course that would feed through to higher prices to consumers. Now, on this side we are committed to affordability, and we are very conscious of cost of living issues, and that is one of the reasons why we varied the rollout strategy to make it as affordable as possible. And pleasingly, the NBN has recently made changes to the NBN wholesale pricing structure aimed at improving the services offered to consumers and keeping costs low. And the ACCC has recently released a report which found that the new wholesale pricing has resulted in a 37% boost to the amount of broadband capacity that internet retailers are delivering to users. Now, I'm asked if there are any alternative approaches. Well, there would, of course, be the approach that we had from the other side of the chamber, who had 6 years in charge of the NBN. 6 years in charge of the NBN, that's a very long time, and yet when they left government, barely 300,000 premises around the country were able to connect. Today, the number of premises in areas ready for service is 7,235,000. On the one hand, 300,000. On the other hand, 7,235,000. And it's worth focusing for a moment on some of the areas that missed out. Some of the areas that missed out after Labor's 6 years of glowing promises, bold promises about the NBN. You know, in the member for Adelaide's electorate, in September 2013, you know how many premises were connected? Zero. Zero. In the member for Griffith's electorate, how many premises were connected? Zero. In the member for Jagga's electorate, how many premises were connected? Zero. In the member for Hindmarsh's electorate, actually it was one. One. But there is one other member who briefly had responsibility for the national broadband network in the land of Albonia. The total number of premises connected in Grainlaw was zero. When Labor left government,
The minister's time has concluded.